last time I was here, I had a little bit of head loss. It is my favorite coffee shop, but I had done the classic thing I always tell first-time competitors, or any competitors actually, not to do. I went and looked and saw different people's progress on social media, and it put me in a tailspin. I was genuinely this close from pulling out of the Malaysia. One of the guys I'm going to be going up against, he could step on stage now. I just completely lost my head. Luckily, over the weekend, managed to relax a little bit, take some time and recover, but God, that was not good. So I figured, what better topic for the vlog than what to do when you lose your head? I think it's more common than people. I know champions, like pro show winners, who have had this happen. Backstage, you're pumping up, someone who you've never seen before comes through, takes their tanning clothes off and starts pumping up, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm screwed. It's important to keep your head, and you just don't know what they're actually going to look like on stage. And I've seen this from a judging perspective many times. Guys who look incredible in person, but whether it's because they aren't quite sharp enough or because their posing sucks, they actually don't place as high as you expect. So you have to be in it to win it. You have to stay in the game, keep your head in the game, push through to the very end. It'll make the process not very fun if you start focusing on other people, start focusing on others' progress outside of your own. No one needs that. So, I've got steps to do. I have coffee to drink. Once I get back home, then we'll dig into the topics a little bit more, what we can do to ensure we just focus on our own progress, focus on our own shows, and have fun on stage. All right, so let's define it. What is head loss? And really, it's less than just having a bad day. It's having like a complete spiral and questioning everything, questioning why you're doing this, questioning if you're good enough. You look in the mirror and you only see flaws. If you're training, your lifts feel weak. Luckily, my head loss came on a non-training day, so not too bad. It's not even just physical fatigue. It's almost like a mental fatigue that sets in. It's tough going for sure. So the next stage is to ask, why does this happen? And that is more complicated. I think the biggest reason this happens in every level of competitor, comparison. And they say comparison is the thief of joy, but in bodybuilding, it's really true. When you see other people, you will only compare them to you, and you'll only steelman them and completely focus on your weaknesses. The best coaches will tell you not to do it, but it'll happen anyway. So the comparison thing is the one you have to try to get a hold on, whether that's muting the stories of the shows you're going to, or if you know other competitors, maybe you need to mute their stories as you get closer to the show. It sucks, especially if they're your friends, but it might be what you have to do, just so you don't see them anymore and you don't mess yourself up in that way. What you do need to remember, if you do catch someone's stories or you see someone else, most people are just going to be posting their highlights. So when they're in the gym lighting, they've just caught a pump, perhaps even they edit their photos, you don't know. Like, I'm not saying people do that, but you don't know. They had a filter, they put all the nice grain on that, whereas you're looking at your physique in the mirror, or even your like flat, fasted check-in photos. And of course they're going to look better than you in that moment, but it's not always what it appears to be, so you've got to try and get that out of your head. It can also just come about as a symptom of fatigue. You feel tired, you feel like nothing in reserve, and you're so flat. How can I be good when I'm this flat? Doesn't make sense. You get that progress blindness where you stop seeing how good you are, you stop seeing your progress and the progress you're making, and you only see other people's highlights. So that can be part of it as well, where that's catching up with you and getting into your head. And then it can just be pressure. If you start feeling that pressure to win a pro card, to win shows, firstly, if it's your first season or initial few seasons, you're putting way too much on yourself and potentially not being realistic. Give yourself a break and make sure you're at least being realistic with your goals. That might be part of it. You just need to have that reminder of where you're at and what's really at stake here. What can you do when it does hit? Here's the first thing I would do, is go back to your daily tasks, daily wins. Go and train, rack up some numbers, hit your cardio, hit your steps, hit your macros, hit your calories. If you do that, the same day or the next day, a lot of that feeling will go away. Get back on the process, get back into bodybuilding, and you'll feel like you belong again. That's number one. Number two is just to zoom out. Look at your progress so far, look at where you've come from, look at how much time you've got left, look at where you're going. That will help bring that realization of the road you're on back into the forefront of your mind. The third thing you can do is to go and talk to your support group, friends, family, coach. All these people will be helpful in just getting your head right, just getting you to focus again on the process, focus on the sport, and the fourth reason, focusing on why you're doing this. Because at the end of the day, it shouldn't be just to look good. It shouldn't be to win, because that's out of your control. Like, you can't control who shows up on the day. You can't control what the judges think on the day. When you're applying that pressure to yourself and that's making you have that head loss, that's going to be part of it. Remember why you're doing it, either for the love of the game or for some challenge to yourself, to embrace that challenge. It has to be something like that. It cannot just be to go and win and to go and look better, because it'll be very empty. So just get back in touch with like why you're doing it. Remember that hopefully you've loved this. For me, that was what helped on Saturday. I was like, you know what? I already know I'm not good enough to win shows anyway, but I love competing. I love getting backstage. I love the smell of the tan. I love chatting it up with all the other competitors. I love getting on stage. I love competing. So let's compete. Get back on track. Get back to work. And let's go slay. So that's what I would recommend anyway. Let's eat a bit of pre-workout meal. And I need to train sumo deadlifts and back. Fantastic. So here's a secret. You don't need confidence to keep going, you just need commitment. Confidence is doing what you said you would do despite everything showing up to fight against you. So just keep moving forward. That is the way through these kind of levels of head loss in prep. And if you're deep in prep and you're doubting yourself, just remember, it's not a sign you're failing, it's a sign you're moving forward, it's a sign you're getting close to your goal, frankly. Because that means you've invested into this process. That means you care. So enjoy it, keep pushing, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Drop a comment if this resonated with you, and if you're prepping, I'm with you. We're all in this together really, so let's keep pushing. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if someone you know needs this, share it with them.